At the time, I guess
because
you had energy.
yeah, and goddamn, now fuck, I just got done eating too, so it's like yeah, but
Yeah.
we got it,
All right.
got it, man, we got this.
Hey
All right,
guys,
turn.
welcome. Cut.
Yeah. I know you were starting to go. Hey, take off, bro. Take off. Watching the draft too, bro. Who is Totoro McMillan? I don't know how you pronounce his name.
It's a tutorial.
But go ahead, my bad, man. Hey, look, welcome everybody. This is the Insightful Friends podcast, and I'm Mr. GB, and this is also Mr. GB.
All right. Uh, this dude's out of it. Okay. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Insightful Friends podcast. My name is Mr. GB and my co-host right there, G Slim. Welcome to episode 7 of our beautiful podcast where we do Reddit stories and give our insights into these stories. So you can take it as is, but we just having fun. So welcome. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and enjoy the show. Because the theme for this episode is what the fuck. That's
Oh, you like
WTF.
that thing?
Yeah.
I
So
like that thing. Yeah. Okay. See. I didn't even know the thing. That's how we roll. He was like, I ain't even gonna tell Slim the thing. He just gonna find out. It's time to find out.
I was gonna
That's
find
how I
out.
roll.
So story 1 is gonna be coming from best of Redditor updates. So we are gonna get some updates in this episode. I think there's just one story that might not have an update, but I'm not too sure. But I think they all do. So let's get started. Story number 1. My 29 female husband, 31 male, got a paternity test on our daughter, 5 female, and it came back negative. But I never cheated. Now he thinks our relationship is a lie and wants to divorce. What do I do? That's the title. And it's going to get crazier from that. So, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think that's his child or not? Just from reading that. He's basically.
If I'm just going by face value, just going based on what she said, then it is his child. But if the DNA ain't a match,
Yeah, it says it came back negative. But she never cheated. So you think
yeah,
she's lying or something happened? We'll find out. So
yeah, we'll find out. Cause yeah, I'm confused. Shit, let's get it.
I don't know how it happened, and I haven't been able to stop crying all day. I never cheated. I love my husband. We've been together since college, and he's the love of my life. He's handsome and kind, and while I've slept with 2 other people, both were before we got together. There is no other potential father for our daughter. We were married already and actively trying for a baby. I never cheated. I never would cheat, and I don't know why he took that stupid test because I would never ever cheat. But it came back negative, and now he thinks he's not her dad. I don't know how to convince him it was a faulty test, and I'm so scared. These past few months, it's like he's become someone completely different from the man I married. He's cold and suspicious. He kept demanding to see my phone and wouldn't tell me why, and I showed him at first, but eventually told him I wouldn't anymore unless he explained why. He's been distant with our daughter, too. He says he stays in his office for hours on end, and I don't know what he's doing. I did not cheat. He accused me this morning, saying he'd done the test after realizing that our daughter's eyes, which were brown, wouldn't naturally come from ours, both blue, and that he wanted me to get out of the house. I didn't leave, and he locked me out of our bedroom, and now I'm in my daughter's room. This is terrifying. What should I do? Let me read a little bit more because it says edit. Uh, the specific advice I want is how I can prove I'm innocent and how to make sure this relationship works. I want to keep my family together at all costs. Also, I just had a conversation with my husband. He's out of his room now, and we discussed some things. I told him again that I would never cheat and started talking about a list I made of tests I want done. But he told me that he didn't want to hear it right now. We're going to have a long conversation tomorrow, and he said that he still loves our daughter and he won't try to keep me out of the house or our room for now. I asked him to hug me, and he did. I'm scared that I won't be able to convince him. I just want our family to go back to normal. How can I be a good wife and support his needs while proving my innocence? That's an insane
It
story.
is, bro.
Like, how could he? She gave birth.
Yeah.
She's claiming that she never cheated,
Mm-hmm.
and he did the test, and it came back that he is not the father of the child.
Did he do like one of them like dollar store ass DNA tests or something?
I'm thinking because she says that those tests comes out faulty,
Yeah.
but the things that the daughter's eyes are brown. I don't know how DNA works with kids or whatever, but two people have blue eyes. You don't think that child is gonna come out with blue eyes?
So this is why I come in at Mr. GB. So when you look at genealogy in DNA, right? So you have two different traits in a person.
Mm-hmm.
Two different traits in a person. You have what's called dominant traits and recessive traits. And we didn't rehearse this. I ain't know shit like this was gonna come up. So this me. I'm flowing straight from the survival scroll on this shit. But when it comes to genes in DNA, you have what's known as dominant traits and recessive traits. Uh, Blue eyes are normally seen as a recessive trait, as a recessive trait. So darker eyes like brown or black, those are normally seen as a dominant trait. So what can happen is if one of her parents has dark eyes and maybe one of his parents as well has dark eyes, that means that somewhere they both carry that dominant trait.
Mm-hmm.
So once they had their baby, it was a real high chance that their child could have both the dominant trait from either their parents if they have like the dominant trait as well. So the way it works normally is that if like you have the recessive trait, they show it by like R. So capital R means it's dominant, lowercase r means that it's recessive. So if they just had it dominant trait somewhere in there in them, there's a high chance that, and if both of them had a dominant trait somewhere in there, in them, there's a chance that they could have a child that doesn't have either one of their eye color, has eye color of one of like the grandparents. That's how it work. Ha,
Mm.
biology, bitch. Yeah,
I wasn't paying much attention in biology, so I remembered that in school, but I was like halfway sleeping and halfway awake during that shit. So, but yeah, that does make sense because I mean, like you have a stronger trait, and you know, and I can see that happening. But the things that the DNA test came out that he was not the father. So,
yeah.
but I wonder if they did of because she said they've been trying. So I wonder if they did
Mhm.
a
Like in vitro or some
in
shit.
vitro, yeah, in
But
vitro,
and I don't know if that'll have an effect on like the DNA or something, but I
unless
don't know, maybe it could.
because the things that they'll take her egg and then they'll
Hmm.
take his sperm. But say like if his sperm was not his sperm, like they mixed it up somehow,
Yeah.
and it could have been someone else's sperm. It might be like the same like race. Be the same white person. It
Yeah.
seems like it's a white person because it said blue eyes. I'm
Yeah.
just guessing here. But that's what it seems like. So, but there is an update. This is best of Reddit update. So, let's see if they explain more. Hi everyone. Whoa, that sounded weird. Hi everyone. First off, I wanted to thank everyone who reached out. My original post got so much attention, it was hard to get to everything. But I ended up making a list of plans and tests I wanted to get done. My husband was, understandably, distrustful of me for a while, but he apologized for the way he acted, which I didn't need, and said that he wouldn't try to kick me out of our home. He did say, though, that if every test came back and I cheated, then he was going to scorch the earth, which he has every right to be pissed off because for 5 years you've been caring for this child, and now you realize that that child is not yours. So
or at least might not be.
might not be, yeah. So I mean, um, we did a few tests, blood paternity tests for him and me and our daughter, and we had an appointment with the chimerism. It's CHIMERISM.
Yeah, Chimera. Yep.
Chimerism. Okay, specialist coming up, but that got canceled because, well, some of you guessed it. My daughter is not biologically mine either. I don't know what
Hmm.
happened. I don't know how this happened, but a police officer came to our house and took our statements, and we're suing the hospital where I gave birth. I don't know what happened
Wow.
to my baby, and that is terrifying. I have my husband back, but my whole world was still upended, and I just wish he'd never taken that stupid test. I've been sleeping in my daughter's room, and I'm so afraid that she's going to be taken away from us. But at the same time, I want to know where my biological daughter is and if she's okay. I pray to God she's okay. My daughter still doesn't know the details, and we've been trying to keep this quiet. The last thing we need is a big scandal. I don't want people who know us to look at her differently. She deserves better than that. She's such a good kid, and she's not some spectacle to be gawked at. If we can find her birth family, I have no idea what we'll do. I guess the best case scenario would be to get a bigger house and all live together, but I don't know if we can afford that, or if they go for that, or even if we'll be able to locate them, or if I'm just crazy. This whole situation is crazy. I don't know anyone else who's been in a situation like this. I mean, are there support groups for parents of kids who got mixed up? I googled and nothing came up. Literally all I'm getting are tabloid articles from trashy magazines that slap the faces of innocent kids on the same pages as celebrity sex scandals in fiction. How do we tell our daughter? I mean, we can't tell her now. She'll tell the kids at school and then it will be everywhere. But we have to say something. I don't know what I ever did to deserve this. Wow.
Bro, that's fucking wild. Fucking mixed up the key.
That reminds me of Switch at Birth, the TV show.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yep.
Bro,
Uh,
I wouldn't even know how to deal with that. Like,
exactly. Like
honestly, I'd be like, shit, I have to
it's
take this one to the grave. Like,
it's
cause it like I can see if it was like still like a little ass baby and like you ain't really got too attached to the baby and shit. It's like baby like 2 days old or some shit, right? The whole five, that's a half a decade. Like in a couple more years, like your baby like gonna be a teenager soon.
yeah,
And all that baby know is you, and all you know is that baby. I'm like, shit,
yeah.
damn.
It's crazy because it just goes back to that show that reminds me of, and the things that I hope she finds her biological daughter as well. I hope they are in a good home. You know, it's just it's going to be a blended family no matter what. You know,
Some kind of yeah.
and that's the hard thing I see about that is because say if they see that the other parents are treating their daughter like crap, abusing them and all that stuff or whatever, you have no say so. But it's like, who has a say so in all of this? It's like
Yeah.
it's literally four parents to two kids. That's insane. Like, I wouldn't even know what to do. Like, I because the things that child was given to me at birth, I raised it. Like we created a bond, changed the diaper, all that stuff, and it's like, how do you I guess you can't, like, you can't just say goodbye to that. Like it's
Yeah.
and
Cause like not like that's your daughter now.
yeah.
Like no matter what the DNA test or anything, like it's your daughter now, bro.
hmm So just like
Uh,
just like
it's
so
impossible.
yeah, it's just like switch that birth. It's like one the mom was basically like a single mom raising, the deaf kid, and her daughter is being raised in a family that is rich. So it's like she can't give her daughter that it's that she raised all the stuff that her real daughter is getting. So it's like
Yeah.
it's crazy. This is a crazy story. So
Yeah.
I mean, let's see. I'm trying to get to the comments. Um, First comment says nightmare. The original, because this was posted from, like, got reposted on this thread. So it says nightmare OOP, which is the original post, is now on legal advice asking for help. But I feel so bad for her. The only useful advice she's got from there is so far is to get off of this forum and keep looking for a lawyer that will respect your wish for privacy. Someone else says, this is why when my daughter was born 4 months ago, me, my wife, and the baby each had matching bracelets put on by the hospital immediately. The baby actually had three, one tied to her medical records for medication, and two identifying ones, one for the wrist, one on the wrist, and one on the leg. She also never left the room without one of us. Hospital took this very seriously. So it must be a real thing that's happened before for them
Yeah.
to go
Yeah.
to that length. And I want to know, how did they fix that? Because I mean, like, if it was just a bit, like, like, it was just a baby with, under a year, it's if it's
Sorry about that.
no, it's a problem. If it's a baby that was born and it's just only been, like, under a year, I can understand them switching it,
Yeah.
because you haven't technically, that baby hasn't technically bonded completely. Like, I don't think they're able to distinguish, the parents. But I don't know how that works, because
I don't know
everybody's
how babies
different.
work either, but
Everybody's different. So,
yeah.
yeah. Somebody said, "What the fuck?" This exactly the title of this
You're
theme.
right.
This is not the update I expected. Not in a million years. Because I was thinking that it was like you said, insemination that got mixed up
Hmm.
somehow, not an actual baby swap. And I'm glad that the
Yeah.
the father did check that, because what if
Hmm.
both of them were, or what if the child was sick and they needed a donor,
Yeah.
and they
And
weren't
they found
matches?
out that way like 20 years later or some shit.
Yeah, and that would be so devastating to find out that all along you've been switched at birth. So
Mhm.
that's insane, man. I hope. I mean, like, this was posted 3 years ago, so I hope that they figured something out.
Yeah.
I just want to say that it's just insane. Um, but yeah, on to the second
Yeah.
episode. I mean,
Crazy
I don't know what
story.
else to say, because it was just, it wasn't a,
Yeah.
it was, I guess it was more an advice.
Yeah.
And like they said, they're looking for legal advice. So, and that, I wouldn't know what to do. That's why we got a
Yeah.
ball snip, brother.
Yep.
At least
Made
if,
that pack together.
at least if we decide to ever adopt, we definitely know that child ain't ours.
Yeah.
um,
100%. Yeah.
yeah. Story number 2 is coming from "Am I the Asshole?"
Oh boy, back to these. Let's go. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Am I the asshole for blowing up at my fiance for giving my father, mother-in-law, our wedding coordinator's number? But let's get to the story.
Yeah.
My fiance, we'll call him Edgar, is my future mother-in-law. That's what it stands for, future mother-in-law. Yeah.
Okay.
Is my future mother-in-law's only son. She is so attached to him and is excited for our wedding. We have had a relatively long engagement and we're finally getting married soon. I've been trying to keep her involved as much as possible, but she kept getting further with her expectations. She emailed me lists of questions for about 5 or 6 times a week. She'd ask me the same questions over and over, expecting a different answer. When she doesn't get a different answer, my future father in law will call me and start pushing the same thing. It's made me anxious and stressed out. Edgar says that she just wants to make sure the wedding is quote unquote flawless and felt like some of the choices I made during wedding planning are poor. She went to our former wedding coordinator and bombarded her with tens of questions and even called her many times trying to change things we've already picked, saying all choices made were based on zero experience and wrong. She even pretended to be me at some point. This caused a huge fight between us, and I ended up starting all over with a new wedding coordinator and completely getting my future mother-in-law out of wedding planning process. Future mother-in-law lashed out at me for it, and Edgar said that I was being too hard on his mom. Last week, I found out that he went against my wishes and gave his mom our wedding coordinator contact info, and his mom ended up finding out about all of our plans. I blew up at him and told him he violated my boundaries and betrayed my trust. He said it was no big deal and that his mom genuinely means no harm, even if her and I don't agree most of the time. We had an argument and I went to stay with my dad for a few days. Edgar kept texting saying I was overreacting and that I was being too hard on him and his mom. Am I overreacting? Is she?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, she's not the asshole.
It's our wedding. Like it's not your wedding.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when it's a win between me and your son.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you got any input? Me and my fiance discussed it. We talked about it, and these are the things that we want. We ain't got to do no. The wedding is for us. It's not for you. It's
Mm-hmm.
just for us. So now she got every right to blow up. Every she had every right to blow up, cuss him out, or curb stomp the mama. Whatever she did or wanted to do, she had every right to do.
Yeah, it's I get I got that feeling that the son is being coddled by the mom. Basically, he's
Mm-hmm.
still sucking his mama's left nipple,
Mm-hmm.
and he is afraid to stand up to his mother because he feels that he's gonna hurt
Yeah.
her feelings. You know, they got that bond or whatever. I I kind of have an understanding of this because me and my mom are like this, but also like we
Mhm.
butt heads. You know,
Yeah.
but um, it took a little while for me to understand that like what she was doing because I was so used to it. What she was doing was not right. Like she was overstepping her boundaries, in my life.
Yeah.
So I had to, because the first couple of times I pushed back, it did not go well. But after a while, she started getting the hint.
Mhm.
She started understanding. So the things that's what I feel that's what he is. Like he's trying not to hurt his mother's feelings, but the things that he's not taking in consideration of how his fiance's feelings are either.
Yeah.
So, um, so she has every right to be pissed off. She set a boundary. She told him not to tell his mom the not to give the coordinator's phone number, and
Right.
he still did it. So it's like, who are you marrying, sir? Like, are you marrying your mother or are you
Mom
marrying?
or this woman, right?
So it's pretty fucked up that, and the things that it didn't say how old they were, but it comes in all ages. See, I've seen stories where that some men that are in their 30s still, you know, is fully having his mom's back versus having his fiance's back.
Wife's back, yeah.
So she is not the asshole.
No, not at all.
The first comment on this got 29,000 upvotes. They
Jeez.
they said, "Welcome to your new life. Expect her to help organizing every aspect of her son's life in the future. If you're lucky, you might get to have some small bit of input as a concession, but it looks as if you are marrying two people.
Hmm?
It's true. Like, what's like if she gives into this, what else is she's going to, like what else is she's gonna not have a say so in, like how to raise the child,
Hmm?
like what school he goes to, this and that. It's just either she needs to set a firm boundary with her fiance and push the wedding back. If you're not going to marry this dude, push the wedding. Like I mean, like if you still want
Yeah.
to marry him, push the wedding back and make him understand that you and him are going to have a life together, and it has nothing to do with the mom. It's going to be just you and him. That's it.
Hmm.
And y'all started a new family. Regardless if you have kids or not, whatever, you and your significant other that you are marrying, that's your new family. Yes, your family that you grew up with and all that stuff is still your family, but they're put one step down from that. The one that is up there is just you and your significant other that you married. So, and because the things that if you don't have the trust or all that stuff with your current partner, then why are y'all getting married? So that was a simple one.
Yeah, yeah, it was. It was. And it just so happens that we're experts in marriage. So
Four, coming up on 2 years marriage, but 14 years together. So
Oh, nice. We've been together 11 years. Together 11 years, married 6. So,
yeah, that's awesome, dude. Um, we actually went to school together and lost contact, and my dumb ass, because I was a teenager, never decided to contact her. So I felt bad. Like later, like 10 years later, Facebook pops up, and I'm like,
yeah.
"Hello." She
Hello.
denied. She denied my request the first time. I don't remember how many times I sent her one until she finally accepted. And the things that I wasn't even trying to holler at her. I was just trying to catch up with my old friend.
Yeah.
And whenever I seen her again, I was like, damn. I remember I had a crush on her in high school, and she would always pick at me. But the things that back, like we said that we traveled back in time,
Mhm.
and said what we, that we end up together and all stuff, that she would not believe it. I would not believe it, you know, because I was a
Yeah.
whore. I was running around, slinging my dick everywhere and shit. And
Out of both out of both pockets.
so it was like, but I'm glad she accepted the friend request, and I'm glad that we ended up um, getting together. And through ups and
So,
downs, here we are. So um,
indeed, Mr.
that's
GB.
that's my little love story. So okay, story number 3. This is coming from Best of Redditor updates. That was posted there 6 days ago, and the original post was from February 13th, 2014. This is a an oldie. The title of it is "My Fiance, 25 female, dumped me, 26 male, on Tuesday. Today she tells me she wants the apartment to herself tomorrow for her Valentine's date. I'll try to keep this short because I'm so stunned. I think I've stopped being able to process things. I, 26 male, have been with my fiance, 25 female, for 4 years. We have been engaged since last year and actively planning the wedding. Last month, we moved to a new city across the country because my fiance got an amazing job offer. I wasn't happy about it since I had to quit my job and all of our family and friends were in the city we left. I was kind of a jerk during the moving process, but I've come around since getting here. Me, my fiance kept talking about this guy, late 20s maybe, she worked with at her new job, and and it made it and it made me uneasy. I went a few after work events where he showed up and he seemed like a total asshole. Very full of himself, artistic type. I didn't like the way he interacted with my fiance, and we would occasionally fight about it. Tuesday night, she got home really late, sat me down, and broke up with me. She said she felt an immediate bond with this coworker that's stronger than anything she's ever felt before. This is from the woman who just a few months ago I held in my arms while watching the stars that she told me she's never felt more at peace than when she's beside me. I laid awake on the couch all night feeling like I was continually being punched in the stomach. I didn't fall asleep until 3 p.m. yesterday and stayed asleep until this morning when she woke me up. Basically, she's having this asshole over for Valentine's Day and demanded she get the apartment to herself. Between the move, all the deposits we had been putting for wedding stuff, and not having a job since we moved out here, I have literally no money for a hotel or anything else. We got into a big fight because I called her out and said she knew I had nowhere else to go. She said that's not her problem. She's done solving my problems for me, and that I needed to fix this one on my own. I guess his roommate is having a date over, so my fiance offered our place for her date with this asshole. She says this is happening no matter what I say. So yeah, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Sit on your motherfucking couch and put your feet on your motherfucking coffee table. Cause that is your place too.
Yep.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, it's like then why not go if she has the
Why don't
money?
you, why don't y'all get a
Exactly.
hotel?
Why apparently he's big shot. Why the fuck did he didn't get a
Right?
hotel? You know?
Yeah.
So um that's it's fucking crazy. And I got a feeling I haven't read this one, and I got a feeling that she's gonna end up sleeping with this dude and all this shit, and then finding out that he's actually just a real asshole and that he just wanted to fuck her, and then now she's gonna want
They
to
ain't gonna
come
try to
back.
come back.
So it's it's so fucking ridiculous. Like how did people think that that's okay to ask somebody like, oh, like you're gonna have to go somewhere else because I got a date coming after y'all just broke up not that long ago.
Right? Like absolutely not.
So that means that she might have been fucking this dude
The whole
the
time.
whole
Yeah.
time. Because for her to move that fast, especially for Valentine's Day, that's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Like, this my house too. So
Yeah,
y'all go get a room. Nope.
so sad. But here's the update. 1 year later, so this happened a year ago since 2014. This is on Valentine's
Wow.
Day 2015. I spent the last year working very hard to improve myself. Now that it's Valentine's Day again, I was thinking about what a dark place I was in last year. I didn't have the strength to post an update back then, but now that I've had some time to heal, I wanted to let everyone know how I'm doing. Thank you all to everyone who helped. You were the only support I had last year, and it meant the world. Part of the reason I didn't update afterwards was because I was extremely embarrassed with how things turned out. It's only because of some intense therapy that I'm able to be honest and okay with telling this story. Basically, I decided to make one last big attempt at winning her back. Right after we got engaged, my ex had a close relative succumb to a long time illness. This relative was very happy that she lived long enough to see us get engaged. When my ex was a child, this relative had given my ex a charm that she wore all the time. A few months after the relative died, my ex lost the charm, and it was like the relative died a second time. As we packed up the apartment to move to the new city, I found the charm. Rather than give it back immediately, I decided that I would keep it in a safe place and surprise my ex with it at our wedding. I thought it wouldn't I thought it would be a meaningful way to include this relative in a moment where she would be deeply missed. Somehow I got it in my head that if I showed her the charm on Valentine's Day, she'd remember everything we shared and that I could cut through whatever fog she was caught up in. I was under the impression that my ex would come home after work by herself to get the place ready for her date. I was planning to use this alone time to give her the charm and either win her back or lose decisively and leave before her date showed up. But instead, she showed up with the asshole from her job. That threw me through a loop big time, and it was incredibly awkward. He was patronizing. She became livid that I stole her charm. I struggled to articulate myself. It was the most embarrassing and most embarrassed I've ever been. I got out there and literally walked around all night until I got so cold I couldn't stand it anymore. I went back to the apartment building around 4 a.m. and in what was a personal low point, fell asleep in the hallway outside our apartment. But that was the low point. There have been high points since then. I'm able to move back to my hometown, and my old employer gave me my old job back. I even met someone else, and we dated for a while. We just broke up though. It sucks to be alone again on Valentine's Day, but I've learned it's okay to be sad every once in a while. And compared to last year, this year is practically a celebration. Therapy gave me wonder, perspective on life, and some great coping skills for when times get difficult. As for my ex, I heard she married the asshole guy from work. Her sister would text me occasionally, and apparently her family hates the guy. Whatever, it's not my problem anymore.
Oh,
Lastly, I want to thank everyone on Reddit sincerely. People offered to buy me a ticket home. Other people offered to hang out with me if we happen to be in the same city. Some people even offered just a Skype, blah, blah, blah. He's just thanking everybody. So she got what she wanted. She wanted that asshole in her life, and yeah, that sucked for him that he had to go through that. But I think in our years of learning and growing up is that you have to deal with you're gonna deal with loss no matter what. It may feel like it's the end of the fucking world, but it's not. It's um
and from the sound of it, they're young.
yeah. He
Just from the sound of it.
there were I think he said that yeah. He's 25 and no, she's 25 and he was 26 at the time that they.
Okay, yeah, that's still kind of relatively
That's still young
young. Yeah,
because they got
yeah, yeah,
together whenever they were like around 2021 or 1920,
yeah.
something like that. So
Okay, so yeah, so look, like, bro, your first mistake was trying to win her back. She was gone when she's invited the motherfucker over to y'all apartment. The new motherfucker, she was gone. Wasn't no coming back. I would have put that fucking charm in the goddamn garbage disposal. That bitch wouldn't have never ever been seen again, and I would have just got on with my life. Like I said, I wouldn't love. I'm not leaving my apartment.
it's
No,
the crazy thing is
I'm
that
not.
it's easy to.
And y'all can't have the living room. I'm in this mother. I'm in the living room. That big ass TV in here. I'm on that TV. There's a lot of space on the couch. Not enough for y'all to.
I'll be sitting on that couch butt ass naked.
Bro, I'd be butt naked. I'd cover myself in oil for no reason. I'd be stretched out. I have my legs spread across that, bro. Like when people do you like that, right? When people do you like that, they don't love you.
No.
They don't love you, and ain't like, oh fuck. So people got this thing where they think no matter how good they are, that they can change somebody or win somebody back just because they're good, just because you're a good person, you're a decent person, and that your light can drive out the darkness in that person, and it can't. When people show you that they don't love you, take that for what it is, that they don't love you, and they probably never will love you. At some point, they're gonna try to come back and like, I made a mistake. Well, that was a big mistake, and I moved on with my life. You got what you wanted back then, but ain't nothing else gonna be between us anymore. So, like, yeah, any young people out there who may or may not be listening to this or watching this, look, the first time somebody show you that they don't love you, that's like split. Don't Don't try to win them back because especially if you're a woman trying to win a dude, what you doing by trying to win them back is you giving them ammo to come back into your life to try to treat you the same way when they done using you. So this girl, she got her asshole and she got what she wanted. And this guy, he was able to go back to his hometown and get his life back together and get his life straightened up. And he tried to date again, didn't work out. Bro, that's cool. You still young.
Yeah.
You got like fucking forever.
Yeah.
Like
So.
women are not gonna stop being right. There's gonna be tons of women all over the earth, and one of them is bound to be the right one for you. Right, that person is bound to be the right person for you. So like that, like hopefully he learned from that and learned to set boundaries for himself because ain't no fucking way in the world like let's say God forbid something happened between me and my wife and she break up with me tonight. Ain't no way I'm gonna let her get comfortable enough to talk about inviting the motherfucker that she just broke up with me for. Oh, you ain't gonna get that comfortable.
Yeah.
You not, because that boundary is gonna be there. Like, no, like I'm no, and they not coming over here neither. Like, man, like shit, better be glad this is an apartment and that's a public parking lot. Because motherfucker wouldn't be able to pull up in the driveway.
Yeah.
So, like, you gotta learn how to set boundaries with people. And once a person pushes you out, it's not your job to try to push your way back in.
Yeah.
Damn, that's wise. Let's get it.
Yeah. That was, bro. It's not gonna lie. If that that would have been me back in the day, I would have felt the same way. I would have been trying
Yeah.
every fucking thing. But the things that it takes time, it takes healing, it takes experience, and it sucks because the things that whether you if you're a teenager listening to the show, or whatever, and you felt like your heart has been broken, it's going to get better because majority of times people that are they're hooked up and they got together in high school, it's just a high school fling. It's sad to say that you may want it to work out. Sometimes it do work out, but the things that just know that you're still young. You may not want to hear that, but you're still young and you got some years to experience some heartbreaks. You're gonna go through depression. You're gonna go through all the stages of basically grief,
Yeah.
and once you've been through that, you will have that experience to know, hey, if something happens the next time, it's okay. It will suck. It will hurt. It's okay to feel that pain, but it is not worth you losing your life for or trying to get someone back that will manipulate the entire relationship over and over again. And if y'all break up and then somehow y'all get back together later on, it's a new relationship. Remember that. It is a new relationship no matter what. Because the person that you fell in love with back then is not the same person that you are falling in love again. You know? The craziest shit is that fucking Tyler Perry and the Medea movies. I think it's the latest one that came on Netflix or whatever. It was basically saying that you've been you got to remember that whenever the person that you married at the beginning, the person that you got with from the beginning is not the same person that they are now. And you're making that vow to love this person no matter what. Y'all grow together, and that's why people renew their vows, is because the things that who you were 10 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever, is not the same person that they are now. And the reason why is because y'all have grown together. Y'all have learned to not take these little minute arguments. Because now I look back at it and be like, that's the most silliest shit to get pissed off about. You know, get aggravated, yell, all this shit because it's just dumb. And you know, as you get older, you will learn. Time, love is going to be there for you. And if love is not a thing for you and relationship is not a thing for you, that is fine as well. Just make sure that the person that you're hooking up with know that. Do not string them along because that person may think that you want to be with them forever or you want to start a life together. So, but that's my take on it. Glad that he's doing better. It was 10 years ago that this happened. And the crazy timeline that I just realized is that she must have hooked up with this dude whenever she got that new job or whatever. She started hooking up with him and then they she broke up the day before Valentine's Day with him and all of a sudden he's there the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently a year later they got married.
Yeah.
That's wild. Like y'all been together for
Yeah.
4 years, was planning a wedding and all this shit, and now, boom, this happens, and all within a year or so. So
It's
that's insane.
I find it kind of funny.
Ain't no way she did not cheat on.
Nah,
She cheated on him.
ain't no way. Yeah.
Well, but that's all we have for this episode. Thank you so much, Slim, for taking it out from your beautiful, busy day of work. I know you're tired. I'm tired as well. I could go on a little longer, but that's because I drank some energy drink earlier. So, but thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Our links will be in the description where you can find our social media pages. We're normally on Twitch, and I got a TikTok. So
He on TikTok now. This old motherfucker is finally, this old bastard finally on TikTok. He posted on one day, he posted like 9 TikToks and he went in like 60 of my TikToks.
I was trying to give you the love, bro. I was like,
what the fuck is all these other things? Mr. GB's like the video. Like, oh shit. I was like, okay.
well, I got the notification that whenever you had liked my videos, I was like, well, I'm just showing him the same love. So I just kept like. But then I was like, how much this motherfucker posts on here, bro? I was like, I'm done. Fuck this shit. I gave him enough.
I've been posting my workout since 2023, bro.
God damn.
Like 3-4 times a week since 2023, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
So check us out there. Our link's gonna be in the description. The stories will be posted there. We would have a lot more stories, but we're trying to keep it under an hour, and it has been under an hour. And whenever we have time, we'll post up the next video. So this is episode 7, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Be sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button on YouTube where you will find this podcast, because I'm still working on trying to get us on Spotify. So I said that was 3 months ago that I said that I was doing it, and everything's just been getting busy. But as always, guys, from me and Slim, thank you for watching us, and I hope y'all have a good day, week, whatever. Take care. Peace out.